Yo, yo, yiggity, yiggity, yo. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good twilight, all of that stuff, guys. Yeah, KG is amped up to share with you guys these seated stretches. Once again, I'm dressed up warm here because it's starting to get cold in my locale where I domicile. Um, and I was just sitting here while enjoying the birds singing, and I just started moving my hands, in different directions. It felt good. It felt like I was working something deep, something deep into the forearms and probably even deeper into the back of the shoulders. So it's all you guys have to do is just follow along. Keep your shoulders down and relaxed. Okay, try to squeeze those shoulders forward here so that you open up the scapula. When the arms come back, my chest cavity is open up. Make sure to keep the sternum high. Yeah, ooh, it's kind of hard on the seat, guys. And please excuse me. What I'm doing here is grabbing a soft blanket that we got from U-Haul. To my friends that are across seas, U-Haul, yeah, it's pretty hard. It's made of steel. So what U-Haul is a company that allows you to rent their trucks in order to move your furniture, your belongings from, say, one house to a new house if you were moving. So these blankets are a way to keep furniture and expensive items soft and keep it cushioned, if you will, so that it doesn't slam onto the walls of the U-Haul company's truck. So anyway, I put that down under my bottom so that I can have something soft to sit on, because you have to be careful with these nerves that run through the legs. You have to be careful with blood flow. And it's better if you're sitting on an object that is cushioned so that your bones are not pinching certain nerves or cutting off the flow of circulation in your legs. So it's important to sit on something soft. It does not have to be expensive, even if you're sitting on a grass mound, okay, or soft sand or dirt. Just sit on something that gives and contours to your body. So that's most important. And you guys are watching me do these motions right here. My hands are in somewhat of a prayer position, and I'm firmly pressing the hands together, not overly firm, just pressing them so that all parts are touching one another. And I'm pushing away from one side, and I'm scanning with my head and with my gaze inwardly to my own body to see where the tightness is coming from. And it worked out. It opened up pretty good. Yes. So please excuse if there's any background noise. The editing process is very tedious, so I would rather capture moments as they're happening instead of having to stare at a phone screen, for 2 days to try to get a video, for like 9 or 10 minutes. So you guys are just getting it live. All right. So anyway, I'm searching here on my right arm. This would be my right arm. I'm searching for a tight spot, turning away. And it's kind of not given exactly, but it did a little bit. I did get a little bit more space in that shoulder blade. Don't mind, or don't be, ashamed to then come back to it next time. Just give it a break. Yeah, but for the sake of time, let's go ahead and keep it rolling forward. Get those fingers in motion. Get them in motion. You don't have to stand up. You don't have to buy any expensive equipment. You could stay right there in the comfort of your home, at the park. If you're at a park bench, if you're waiting for the metro in Dubai, if you're waiting for a taxi right there in Al Qurun, yeah, just wait. You could do stretches. You can do these stretches right there, man. It doesn't matter. Even if you're in Abu Dhabi, I know you guys catch the bus out there. So whatever you're sitting, one, make sure that you're sitting on something soft, and two, make sure that you're just doing simple movements and trying to get a full range of motion throughout the movements. Isolate body parts right here. This is what I'm doing, is isolating my wrist, forearm, and working just this right here, this motion. And I'm getting in tune with my body's movement and how things are co-responding to one another. Yeah, nice tight. Trying to get my King Tut, Tutankhamun. Yeah, so I'm just having a good time right here, and you can have such a good time when you take time to yourself, just to spend a little time with yourself. So each day, it refocuses, recenters you. So it's very important to take some time to yourself, just to refocus on the things that are most important, like our health. I feel that I am the wealthiest man in the world just due to the fact that I am in good health. It may not reflect in a check right now. It will, because you're looking at your next millionaire, billionaire, world leader. So, and I gotta see myself as that. So anyway, that's what my elders and my ancestors said. So anyway, you have to take time to yourself, recenter yourself, build your self-confidence. Why do they call it self-confidence? Because it's self-confidence. Build it. Build your temple, your body temple. Build your mind. Do some research on something that you've never done any research on before, just to give your mind a new perspective or a new horizon, or try an art that you haven't tried before. Engage in a certain kind of conversation that you wouldn't normally engage in, just to hear a different perspective. Because if you get so used to hearing the same things, seeing the same things, you begin to think that is the only way to be, live, and move. But if you get around other things and put yourself in contrast to it, or in a difference, then you get to see a bit more about yourself and your ability to adapt to an ever-changing situation. So it's really good to get by yourself. It's really good to see how you are in different planes of existence or in different environments. So this stretching thing it encompasses all of these, very deeply thought things, sitting many hours to myself and, just getting into it. So isolate your fingers here, guys. Isolate your fingers. And I'm trying to perfect each one, coming up from the index or the pointing finger to the middle, to the ring, to the pinky, and then back down in descending order. Yeah. So get those hands moving. Make sure that you're breathing and not holding your breath. I'm breathing through my nose, even though it appears I'm holding my breath. Breathe through your nose. You'll see me working my head because I'm still kind of getting in there and trying to work deep shoulder muscles. And also, you see my head tilting, trying to get control of the order of my finger. I did it again. See, this is my honest self right here. So, working on these skills, helping to improve my posture. I notice a lot of people have bad posture just by observation. One of myself, because I've found certain triggers in my body, and certain tightnesses and lack of mobility in certain areas that I had not been paying attention to. So in paying attention to myself and my shortcomings, or my inflexibilities and my flexibilities, I can then look at other people and say, wow, they've got an imbalance here, there. It's really quite fascinating. It is. When you sit and you just learn these things, you sit, you learn yourself, and then eventually you learn others, and vice versa. We learn ourselves through others, and others learn themselves through us. So it's crazy. I guess that's just how it works. But anyway, you saw that I was using that container to show you the eye movement, looking in different directions. I'm looking down, I'm looking diagonal, I'm looking to the side, I'm looking northwest, I'm looking north or south, then southwest, and then over to the side. So I'm just going all around in definite positions. First eye down, then diagonal, then horizontal, then diagonal, then straight up, then of course diagonal. So you're hitting it all, okay? So I guess that would be like hitting 12, then 2, then 6, then 8, then 10, so on the clock, if you were looking at a clock. right, so let's get a little head movement in here, moving on forward. Yeah, I am not advertising for Inichi, by the way. I'm just letting you know. I just so happened to have this because it was a gift to me, and it keeps me warm during this winter, well, approaching winter season. Or are we? Yeah, we're in winter. I guess we're in one of those seasons, guys. It's where it's getting cold. You know what I mean. You understand, okay? ¿Me entiendes? Yeah, man. Oh, and to all of my folks in the Philippines, I would like to say mabuhay and salamat ates and kuyapos. Thank you so much for showing up. Oh, get jiggy. Oh, get it, spank it. Ah, dap. Yeah, let's. Yeah. All right, guys. I'll see y'all next time.